Part 11, Mashiach and the teaching of Torah. So we've come to the 9th division of the Tuat. Here. The boat of Ra, having travelled past the 8th division, now passes into the 9th division. As before, Zah is in the bow and HEKA is in the stern. Serpent Menhem envelopes Ra. In the middle register, in front of the boat of Ra, are 6 humans. Described as those who are over the words of magical prayer, and 4 apes, who are described as those who work magic by means of the knot of Ra, and 4 women, who are described the same. Here. Also in the middle of the register, we see 3 men called the spearmen, holding a rope that is held by a prostrate bearded god. And we need to get more of a close-up of this. The bearded god, here, seems to be pulled upwards by the men. In front of him is the serpent APEP. Lying beneath the crocodile god. The text referring to the gods in the middle register reads, "Those who are in this picture march before Ra, and they utter words of power against the Pep, and then return to the AAT of the horizon. They journey onwards with him into the height of heaven." In the upper register are 4 kings. Here. Of the south, who hold a rope, and a man called Master of the front, here, pulls the same rope. This group are engaged in raising a pole from the ground. Here. Before them lay a sphinx, on whose back stands a figure of a man, here, called Horus Zet, whose arms are outstretched, here, grasping on 2 crowns of the south, here and here. A second group of 4 kings, wearing the crowns of the north, pull a rope as before, with a man called the Master of the back. Ahead of these is a strange looking serpent called Shenti. Here. Having in the front 4 heads, 4 legs, and heads, and the same at the back, 4 heads, 4 legs. In between stands Apu. Also we see a man holding a serpent buff. Having a head at each end, and 8 heads upon a snake. Last we see 2 men with a rope. In this illustration, we have the blueprint of one of the most famous stories in the Bible, that of Samson and Delilah. The Bible writer has covered his tracks, of course, but nevertheless the reader can pick out the essentials of this tale that begins in the middle register. Here we see 4 groups, 6 men, 4 apes, 4 women, and 3 men that battle with and finally capture the bearded god. Here. Who is shown prostrate on the ground. These groups form the basis for the capture of Samson. As the story goes, after Samson meets Delilah, she sets out to find the secret of his strength, which we read in Judges chapter 16 verse 6. Before the boat of Ra, the first 6 men carry ropes. Shaped like bows, and this is told in Judges chapter 16 verse 8. And Samson said unto her, If they bind me with 7 green withs that were never dried, then I shall be weak and be as another man. The second group of 4 apes, here, in the register, carries 4 ropes, and this is told in Judges chapter 16 verse 11. And he said unto her, If they bind me fast with new ropes that never were occupied, then shall I be weak, as be another man. The third group is 4 women who hold 4 ropes. This is told in Judges chapter 16 verse 13. And he said unto her, If thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the web. The fourth group comprises 3 men with harpoons, and these are the men that bind Horus Set. Therefore this is the last task that reveals the secret of Samson's strength, as told in the scriptures, and we find this revealed in Judges chapter 16 verse 17. That he told her all his heart, and said unto her, There hath not come a razor upon my head. I have been a Nazarite unto God from my mother's womb. If I be shaven, then my strength will go from me, and I shall become weak, and be like any other man. Samson was then bound by the Philistines, and his eyes gouged out.